X minus 15 equals to 0. When you are solving this will give you, same bracket is 3 times 5. And you want positive 2. So it's going to be x plus 5, x minus 3 equals to 0. So x is equals to minus 5 or x is equals to positive 3. We call it the series critical values. So when you come here, you want the answer, you start with the smallest number to the biggest number. The shape, if you are plotting it in a graph, will look like this. So when we take numbers to the left, substitute here, let's say minus 6 plus 5 will give me minus 1. And then minus 6 minus 3 will give me minus 9. Negative times negative is equal to positive. So here will be positive, negative, positive. Once the left side from the minus 5 is positive, the middle will take the negative sign, and here will take the positive sign. It changes like that. So now our solution, we're looking for numbers that are less than 0, because when we transpose everything here, we say less than 0. So negative numbers are found in between, or negative solution will be found in between negative 5 and 3. So for that case, you join from negative 5 less than x less than 3. So that is where our solution for. We were looking for a negative solution. And the negative solution lies between minus 5 and positive 3. So this is our answer. Now we move on to the next question. The next question, which says 1.1.4, which is square root of 2 into bracket x minus 1 minus x, 2 into bracket 1 minus x equals to x minus 1. When you are doing this, you need to square both sides of the equation. So when you square both sides, this will give you square root of 2 into bracket 1 minus x. Put it in a bracket and square. Then you say x minus 1 all squared as well. Now, what is going to happen is that all of these are in the same bracket. So the square root will cancel that square there. So you'll be left with 2 into bracket 1 minus x equals to x squared minus 2x plus 1, like that. And then from there, we multiply 2 by 1, we get 2 minus 2x is equals to x squared minus 2x plus 1. Now when we transpose this to that side, we're going to have x squared minus 2x plus 2x again plus 1 minus 2 equals to 0. And then when you work this out, you've got minus 2x plus 2, which will cancel itself to become go out. So here we have x squared, 1 minus 2 is minus 1, equals to 0 to solve. This is difference of 2 squares. So if it's difference of 2 squares, you can say x plus 1, x minus 1 equals to 0. Or you transpose 1 here and put square root on both sides. And square root of a number is plus or minus the answer. So it's simply the same. So here will give me x is equals to minus 1 or x is equals to 1. Now when you are dealing with this type of equations, you need to check which of these two will give you the correct answer. So we now go to check and see. Let's substitute 1 here and check which one will give us a proper answer. So you go to your calculator and type square root, then you put 2 into bracket 1 minus 1. You close the bracket and see the answer is 0 on this side. And if I put 1 minus 1 on this side too, the answer is 0. So let's see, square root 2 into bracket 1 minus 1 is equal to 1 minus 1. Here gives me 0. Here is also giving me 0. So it means x is equals to 1 is okay. You can also confirm with minus 1 and see. So you change the situation, put into bracket 1 minus into bracket minus 1. And let's see the answer. The answer is error, does not exist. So it tells you x is not equal to negative 1. It makes it a non-real solution. So that one was not. So make sure you write this also. X is not equal to minus 1. Therefore, x is equal to 1. That is the only solution there. So we're done with that. Now let's go to the next question quickly and do the simultaneous equation. So 1.2, solve for x and y simultaneously. 3 to the power x plus y equals to 27, equation number 1. And then they give you x squared plus y squared is equals to 1, equation number 2. So from equation 1, let's see what we can do. So we got 3 to the power x plus y equals to 27. We need to break this 27 as a base of 3. X squared plus y squared equals to 17. So is equals to 17. Now here is okay. So we've got 3 to the power x plus y equals to 27. What we're going to do is to break 27 as a base of 3. Okay. If I take 27, 27 is 3 times 9. 9 is 3 times 3. This is what we call a factor 3. So 3 times 9. So I want to know the powers of 3 that are here. So it's 1, 2, 3. So this gives me 3 to the power 3. So here I get 3 to the power x plus y equals to 3 to the power 3. When the bases are the same, it means the exponents are also equal. So I'll be having x plus y equals to 3. I can make x the subject of the formula and I get my equation 3. Okay? Or you can make y the subject, it depends on you. So if I make x the subject, I will say x is equal to 3 minus y. Call it equation number 3. Now I'm going to substitute equation 3 into equation 2. So you substitute equation 3 into equation 2. What is our equation 2? Our equation 2 is x squared plus y squared equals to 17. So I'm going to do substitution. Wherever I see x, I will put 3 minus y. So I will have 3 minus y, x is squared here, so I got to square it. And then I get plus y squared equals to 17. Expand this bracket. This will give you 3 minus y times another 3 minus y plus y squared. You can simply say minus 17 equals to 0. It's leading you to a quadratic. So now 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times minus y is minus 3y. Another minus 3y. Minus y times minus y is positive y squared. Plus another y squared minus 17 equals to 0. Group like terms and arrange them in their order. The highest degree will come first. So square is the highest degree here. So we got y squared plus another y squared will give us 2y squared. And then minus 3y will give us minus 6y. And then you take 9 minus 17. You check what is 9 minus 17. And that will give you minus 8 equals to 0. You can use 2 to reduce this. 2 can share all of these numbers. 2 is a factor of all these numbers. So when I divide here by 2, here by 2, here by 2, here also by 2. What will I get? I will get y squared minus 3y minus 4 equals to 0. Then I go to solve for y. When I solve for y, then I can come back and solve for x. So I got this to y squared minus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0 to solve. Factors of 4, that can give me 3, is 1 and 4. You understand that? Yeah. So I can get y plus 1, y minus 4 equals 0, because 1 minus 4 is minus 3 in the middle, and 1 times minus 4 is minus 4. So when you multiply these two, you must get this constant. When you add or subtract, it must give you the middle term. So I got to solve for y. Y will be equals to minus 1 or y is equals to 4. So I got two solutions for y. I need to sub them into equation number 3, because where I made x the subject of the formula. So for me to solve for x, I will say our x is equal to 3 minus y. Therefore, x is equal to 3 minus into bracket minus 1, or x is equal to 3 minus 4. So 3 minus minus 1 will give you positive 1. So that will give me x is equal to 4. And 3 minus 4 will give me x is equal to minus 1. So these are my solutions. My solution is that when I use, I'll get 4 is to minus 1 as one of the solutions. And another solution will be minus 1 is to 4. These are the two solutions you will get. Yeah. Simultaneous is where like two functions intersect. Let's say a straight line function and a parabola, where they cut each other. The point of intersection is what we call simultaneous. When you solve, you got those 2 points. So there will be two solutions. There will be 2 points where the two graphs will intersect each other. Now we go to the hustle. The hurdle. Somebody borrow me the question for the last one. It was one without using a calculator. The question says determine without using a calculator. Well, determine without using a calculator. I wonder how many learners will be able to do this question. The value of 1 over square root of 1 plus root 2 plus square root of 2 plus root 3 plus 1 over square root of 3 plus square root of 4 plus there will be interval here, other numbers that are omitting. Then the last will be 1 over square root of 99 plus square root of 100. So this is what we are supposed to solve without using a calculator. I hope we are all there. Let's see how we go about this. It's only 3 marks, but the question looks tough for learners. But if you follow this, you see that this is sum of certain party. You see that it's 1 over root 1. So we are looking at sum of root of natural numbers. That's what we are seeing. So, yeah. 1 over 1 root 1 plus 2, 1 over root 2 plus 3, 1 over... So the first thing I would prefer learners to do is to rationalize the denominator. And when you want to rationalize the denominator, if I'm giving you 1 over square root of 1 plus root 2, I'll do 1, then we will write the rest without following all the thing. So I will simply say multiply here by square root of 1 minus square root of 2 divided by itself, 1 square root of 1 minus square root of 2. This is how you rationalize it. If the sign in the denominator here is plus, it takes the conjugate sign. The conjugate sign of positive is negative. Then you use it to divide by itself. This over 8 is like you are multiplying this whole thing by 1. Are you following? Because this, when I cancel this, is the same thing. It gives me 1 over 1. And 1 times this is the same thing. So when you want to rationalize a number, if the denominator is plus, especially when the two numbers are irrational. If the denominator is plus, what do? You put negative to rationalize it. You multiply by the numerator and also divide it by the same number. Then after that, let's see how you rationalize. You take 1 and multiply by root 1. 1 times root 1 will give you root 1. 1 times minus root 2 will give you minus root 2. Let's go here. This is like difference of 2 squares. This is like what? Difference of 2 squares. So this is like root 1 minus root 2 all squared. You understand that? Or root 1 squared minus root 2 all squared. This is the difference of 2 squares. So when you come here, this will give you square root of 1 minus square root of 2. Square root of this 1 squared is still going to cancel. Then it will give you 1 minus minus 2. Are you following me? What is this? It will give you square root of 1 minus root 2 divided by minus 1. This will be your answer for the first one. So now, that's the only way you can go. We don't need calculator. So now I'm going to do it. I'm not even done. I'm just showing you how to rationalize a number. If you know, like as a teacher, I know, I was not going to go through all this process, but I'm showing you the rationalization process. So now, you take this, multiply by itself and divide by itself, but you change the sign here. So now, this is what I'm going to see. From what I have done here, it means all this pattern is going to follow this behavior. It's going to follow when you have two, on the numerator we've got 2 terms, the denominator has got 1 term. It means when I split this term, it's going to be square root of 1 over minus 1, which will give me minus square root of 1. Then square root of minus 2, minus square root of 2 over minus 1. So I'm going to get something like this. Can I write? So here, this is what I'm going to get. I'm going to get 1 square root of 1 minus root 2 over minus 1. Then on this one, when I come here to be plus, what do you think I will get without further calculation? Square root 2 minus square root 3 over minus 1. What do you think I will get in the next stage? It's good that you are following. So in the next stage, without further calculation, I will also get what? Square root 3 minus square root 4 over minus 1. Plus, dot, dot, dot. That means there are a lot of numbers before I get to 100. But we can't write all of them. That means other numbers are mixing. Then here, what do you think I'll get? Square root of 99 minus square root of 100 divided by minus 1. When I have this, now I've changed the denominator, which is irrational. I've rationalized it, and this is what I'm seeing as my terms. Now, when I do this, square root of 1 minus root 2 over minus 1. When I divide this by this, it will give me minus square root of 1. When I divide root 2 minus root 2 by minus 1, it will give me plus root 2. So now let me start it this way. I will say square root of 2 minus root 1. Is that okay? It's root 1 minus root 2 over minus 1. The negative is, if you split the numerator, the negative will affect this to become minus root 1. The negative will affect this to become positive root 2. Plus, I'm taking out the minus 1 out so that I can cancel the terms. What will I have here? Root 3 minus root 2 plus root 4 minus root 3 plus dot dot dot, we don't know, right? Plus root 100 minus root 99. Or let me put two terms here. Let me say root 98 minus root 97, root 99 minus root 98, like that. Or let's say root 99 minus root 98, because that will be another term before I go to 100, plus root 100 minus root 99. I just wanted you to see. We don't just jump into 100, we go from 98, 99, 100. So this is what I'm seeing. What is going to happen? Root 2 cancel root 2, root 3 cancel root 3. So the root 5 minus root 4 will also cancel this. Right? And then the root 99 will cancel 99, 98. All the roots will cancel. So here you will be left with only minus root 1 plus that 100, because there will be no number to cancel the 100. It ends at 180. So minus root 1 plus root 100. This is what I'm going to get. And what is square root of minus 1? Is minus 1. Square root of 100 is 10. And this will give me 9. That's my answer. It's tough there. So the answer is 9. All the other terms will be cancelling except the minus root 1 and root 100, because those are the ones that are starting. The starting and the finishing cannot be cancelled, because there's no number to cancel root 1. But root 2 will be cancelled from the next term. Every time you'll be cancelling others up until the 100 position. And so we'll be having minus root 1 left. You get that? And that side will be plus 100. So minus square root of 1 is 1. The negative times 1 is negative 1. Then plus 100. So that will give us our solution. 9 is the solution. So that's it. Stuff, eh? So yeah, you can only get this from Branco. So when you see this, don't forget to learn. This is how we do sums of squares of natural numbers up to position number 100. From 1 to position 100, you will get the first position and the last position only existing. The rest will be cancelling out. But then, before you do, make sure you rationalize the denominator, which is a irrational. So that's it, without a calculator. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell for more updates. Maths for you with Branco from Trimax Education Center. Don't forget to come and register here so that we tutor you. Thank you.